Good morning, students. How do organisms reproduce? Today, I am going to discuss about how organisms reproduce. How do organisms reproduce? Where join? Please mention. Where join? Please mention. Okay. How do organisms reproduce? Ashutosh, Pratishtha, Bez, Ashish, who are joined, put on message, give your attendance. Okay. Let us start with how do organisms reproduce? In the earth, all the living organisms reproduce the progeny or offspring of their kinds. So that organisms reproduce offspring or progeny of their kind, of their own kind. तने आर्थ रे जते ऑर्गेनिज्म अछंती सेमाने प्रोजेनी बा ऑफस्प्रिंग प्रोड्यूस करंती of their own kind, निज भलिया प्रोड्यूस करंती. Then how they produce? How they produce? There are different types of living organism. Different types of living organism. Their method of reproduction is also different. Their method of reproduction also different. Then at first we have to discuss what is reproduction. Reproduction is a process of life process which continues the survival of life in the earth, which ensures the continuity of living organism on the earth. So the reproduction na reproduction got a life process, got a part of life process which ensures the continuity of species on the earth. So reproduction got a life process got a part जे अर्थ रे तंकर स्पेसीज को कंटिन्यूटी रखे. कंटिन्यूटी कोन के रखले निजर जाति सपोज ह्यूमन बीइंग्स एमान जदि रिप्रोडक्शन करंती रिप्रोडक्शन करले कोन हबो ना से ह्यूमन बीइंग्स जो स्पेसीज अछि होमो सापियंस जो सापियंस स्पेसीटी या आखिरी कंटिन्यूटी होई कि रहइबो तले एमाने जदि रिप्रोडक्शन न करिवे तले एमान कर जो स्पेसीज कोन हिजबो ना एक्सटिंक्शन हिजबो आ रहइबो नै को माने कर ना लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म सपोज गोटे ह्यूमन बीइंग्स अछि से ह्यूमन बीइंग माने कोन करचंती ना प्रोड्यूस करचंती son or daughter. When they are becoming old and die, in that time, son and daughters became adult and they are capable to reproduce more babies. ସେମାନେ ପୁଣି କ'ଣ କଲେ ନା ଏମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ପ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟ ମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆଡଲ୍ଟ ଯୋଉ ଓଲ୍ଡ ଏଜ୍ ମରିଗଲେ ଏମାନେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆଡଲ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲେ ଏମାନେ ଓଲ୍ଡ ଏଜରେ ଡାଏ ହେଲେ जदि एमान रिप्रोडक्शन न करथिबे एमान का ए सन ऑफ डॉटर तले एमान ओल्ड होला परे जतरा डाई करिथिबे मरि जिवे सेते बेले एंकर जो कोन फैमिली सेठी पूरा एक्सटिंक्शन हे गेला लोप पाई गेला आ रहिला नै तले एंकर फैमिली टाइप कंटिन्यू रखिबा पाई एमान कोन करथिबे न सेते बेले रिप्रोडक्शन करथिबे सन और डॉटर एमान जतरा ओल्ड हे कि डाई करिथिबे सेतेबेले तांकर सन डॉटर एडल्ट हिजबा एडल्ट हि सेमाने पुनी रिप्रोडक्शन करे मेनी मोर चिल्ड्रन तब सेमाने पुनी सेही मेनी मोर चिल्ड्रन माने कोन करिवे ना एमान जेतला एडल्ट हेबे एमान सेतला ओल्ड हे कि डाई करिवे एही भलिया सो ऑन चली जदि के रिप्रोडक्शन न करंती तले सेही तांक फैमिली कोन हला लागला तले गोटे कंटिन्यूटी रहिला पाए कंटिन्यूट रहिबा पाई लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स कंटिन्यूटी रहिया पाई त स्पेसिस पे कंटिन्यूटी हबा पाई तो ऑल द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स एंश्योर्स their continuity of species by the process of reproduction. If the reproduction does not occur, then their species will not be survived in the earth. यदि reproduction होला तले तंकर जो species ता तंकर जाति ता उसी रहिबनी. Every living organism require reproduction for their survival of their species in this earth. ये earth रे निजर species को survival करबा पले reproduction of essentiality अछि तले what is reproduction is a process of producing young ones but produce new organisms produce new organisms from existing organism reproduction ala produce new organism from existing organism suppose et organism gote achi yela existing organism ru जो new organism produce है सही process को कहते reproduction तले reproduction is a process where new organisms are produced from existing organism. Suppose our father and mother, they are the existing organism. They produce us. semana amku produce kare tale ame hele new organisms tale it is suppose A and B are father and mother, they combine produce C, D, E are 3 babies. Well, C, D, E are the new members or new organisms which are produced from existing organism. Their existing organism is are the A and B which are called parents. So from parents the living organism, when new organisms are produced, these are the called babies. The babies are the new organism which produced from parent's organism or existing organism. This is the called production, reproduction. Reproduction is the process. Reproduction is the process in which new living organisms are produced from existing living organism. ताले गोटे existing living organism रो जो नुआ own kind रो new organism produce हुए जो process हुए, this process is known as reproduction. Then how reproduction is essential? Reproduction is essential. How reproduction is essential. Reproduction is essential for continuity of species. Continuity of species on the earth. On the earth. After good species continuity रहे reproduction is essential. If there is no reproduction, so there will not be continuation of a species on the earth. If reproduction नहीं, तो after good species continuity करी रही परिबो नहीं. बुझला पहले तब ऐसा types of reproduction. There are several animals like amoeba, fungus, rhizopus fungus, and simple plant and animals. Simple plants and animals. Also multicellular plants like bryophylla, which all produce. They are amoeba is obtained from a single amoeba. Rhizopus fungus, yeast, all extra are derived from. They are obtained from single cell or single parent. They are obtained from single parent. Here, both parents are not involved. Male and female partners are not involved. In amoeba, by the binary fission, from a amoeba, there is a split into two amoeba cells. So, this process, here is the mother cell or parent cell. From one mother cell, two amoebas are produced. So, in this process, one parent is involved. Only single parent is involved in the case of asexual reproduction. Asexual means not sex cells are needed. No sex cells are needed. Sex cells matlab male sex and female sex. In the case of amoeba, simple plants and animals, yeast, spirogyra, and rhizopus fungus, etc., and other microorganisms also, bacteria extra. They do not need both parents for their production. Semanଙ୍କର production ପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ both sex cell को required करନ୍ତି नहीं. तबने asexual reproduction रे एमाने reproduction करନ୍ତି. By means of asexual reproduction, amoeba, rhizopus fungus, simple plant and animals, microorganisms like bacteria, yeast, spirogyra, all are reproduced from single parent. So here in this reproduction, only single parent is involved. So in this categorized as asexual reproduction. In the asexual reproduction, amoeba, which is binary fission, by process of binary fission is asexual. Rhizopus fungus, yeast is the budding in yeast or budding in hydra, spirogyra, fragmentation in spirogyra. All that, rhizopus fungus is the spore formation. Simple plants and animals are also with multicellular plants like bryophyllum, which also reproduce by asexual reproduction. What are asexual reproduction? then discuss will be later. Then some living organisms reproduce by using two sex cells, by using two parents, father and mother, or female male cell. Female and male. Both sex cells are present for the production of individuals in sexual reproduction. During sexual reproduction, two sex cells are needed, F and M, female and male. Both sex cells are needed for sexual reproduction in animals. So at first, reproductions are categorized. Types of reproduction generally. Types of reproduction. So there are two types of reproduction. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. So, what do you mean by then asexual reproduction in the asexual reproduction, the offsprings arise from a single parent. A single parent. The offspring arise from a single parent. Then the production of a new individual from a single parent. The production of in asexual reproduction, the production of single parent, the production of individual or organisms, new organisms from a single parent. Then single parent, from a single parent which without involvement of sex cells. In the asexual reproduction, without the involvement of sex cells means there is no male and females, both are required for the asexual reproduction. Only single parent, they produce more child or more babies. From a single parent, individuals are produced. In this case of asexual reproduction. But in sexual reproduction, the offsprings arises from the production of new organisms, the production of new organisms from two parents. In the sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. Two parents are involved. Here both sex cells means male and female, both sex cells are present in the sexual reproduction. But the production of a new individual or new organisms from two parents with involvement of sex cells, with involvement of sex cells. In sexual reproduction, the production of a new organism from two parents with involvement of sex cells. In asexual reproduction, the production of a new individual from a single parent and without involvement of sex cells. Then In sexual reproduction, they have the special organs, male sex organs and female sex organs. The two parents, likely male and female, where male sex organs produce male gamete and female sex organs produce female gamete. Female gamete. In sexual reproduction, both sex cells are present. Matlab, the two parents are involved. Two parents means one is male and other is female. Male parent which have sex organ which produce male gamete, and female parent which have a female sex organ which produce female gamete. Then male gamete and female gamete fertilize. Male gamete plus female gamete fertilize to form zygote, and this zygote grows and to become the baby. Clear? This zygote grows and becomes an adult. Okay? Again, there are two types of reproduction in which all the living organisms are produced. But the types of reproduction is different from different types of organisms, like some microorganisms, simple animals and plants, like amoeba, rhizopus fungus. Bryophyllum is a multicellular plant, but bryophyllum is also reproduced by asexual reproduction. And these microorganisms, amoeba, yeast, spirogyra, all are arises from a single parent. Then there is no involvement of sex cells, means there is only single cell or single parent which produce their individuals or which produce their young ones or offspring or babies. There is no need for two sex cells, only single cell produce their offspring. So that is why this process of reproduction is called asexual reproduction, means absence of sex cells. Absence of sex cells means both male and females are called sex cells. So that is why in the case of asexual reproduction, here only one parent is involved. From this one parent, there is offsprings are produced. So that is why this process of reproduction is called asexual. In the asexual reproduction, only single parent is involved. Who show asexual reproduction? Amoeba by binary fission, yeast by budding, and bryophyllum by vegetative propagation. Means in the leaves of a bryophyllum plant, from the leaves a new bryophyllum plant is produced. So that is why bryophyllum is which multicellular plant so asexual reproduction. Bryophyllum plant is a multicellular plant which show asexual reproduction by vegetative propagation. So we conclude that the asexual reproductions are means of binary fission, budding, fragmentation, spore formation, and vegetative propagation. These are the methods of reproduction of asexual. These are the methods of process of reproduction. So binary fission, amoeba shows reproduction by binary fission, budding, Yeast shows yeast budding in yeast and budding in hydra. Fragmentation. Spirogyra shows fragmentation. Spore formation. The rhizophos fungus shows spore formation. Vegetative propagation like rose plant or other plants like the bryophyllum. So these are the asexual mode of reproduction. And sexual reproduction where the production of new organism from two parents where two sex cells are involvement means in the sexual reproduction new individuals or young ones or babies are produced from two sex cells or from two parents where sex cells are involvement. Sex cells are involvement means where male and female or both parents are involved. Male sex in their capability, the both sex cells means the two parents having their capability to produce male gamete and female gamete. Male partner produce male gamete and female partner produce female gamete. And then these two gametes, male and female gametes are fused or by the process of fertilization, both male and female gametes are fused to form a zygote. And this zygote becomes grow and convert into an adult. Okay? In this process, this is the criterion process of sexual reproduction. And here is the asexual. Then, next class, we will detail study what is asexual reproduction and types of asexual reproduction, details about types of asexual reproduction, and after that, sexual reproduction will be studied. Okay?